Now these are my beans. Beans, to cooking beans, of course you need to wash them. In a bowl, I usually use now they take 2 hours to cook. Here. I take 2 hours to cook, and of course you're not going to put the salt, you're going to wash them. I use this bowl and I fill it up to half the beans. I pick the beans, and the beans that are broken in half, I toss them. I don't use them. And then of course you're gonna fill it up to water, and you could cook it on low. I'm cooking it on really low because I like my beans to be tender. And then once you see how could actually, we're gonna get one, and you could see how it smashes, and it's very yummy. So these beans are already cooked. I already added the salt. You add the salt to taste however you want it. I already added the salt, so I'm not gonna add more. This is perfect. So you add the salt. Of course, you're gonna use the salt to taste, and these beans are done. So I'm actually going to cover them, and since they are done, I'm gonna turn them off because I cook them on low, like I said, so they've been on for quite a bit, and they're gonna keep being very warm until we eat. Now I usually like this dish. You could just be very simple, beans with cheese, little chips, your tostadas for dinner, a really simple meal, not very costly. Beans are not that expensive. They do take 2 hours. If you leave them on low flame, they take a little bit longer, but you just monitor them and make sure that the water stays at, you see how my pot here, my water is like half. You want to leave it that. I cooked it on a low heat, like 2.5. And these lids are awesome because your beans are actually going to cook to steam. So these are awesome. You see these vents here, they comes out, so your beans are cooking. So it's not that complicated to cook beans. It does take 2 hours, so you just need to monitor them. If you leave it on a low heat, your water won't spill. If you tend to raise it, your water will spill. So if you leave it on low, it's fine. Okay, so these are done, and I'm gonna turn off. I've already turned off my flame, and they're good. And we're gonna have some yummy frijolitos to eat. We love our beans.